in the red corner with a market cap of $450 billion with the current max supply of 21 million coins. Current price sitting at $23,000, coming in as the heavyweight champion of the world, #1 crypto market cap in the world, Bitcoin. And its contender in the blue corner with a market cap of $200 billion, currently sitting at about $1,700 to buy one. Dominance of the market, 19% currently, sitting at #2 in the world, Ethereum. All right, guys, but seriously, let's talk about the difference between the two, what you should be looking at and buying right now. I'm going to split this video up a little bit with some pros and cons of each of them currently, like what is going on right now with Bitcoin and Ethereum and which one is probably your better buy. This video, though, is not for the millionaires. This is not for the billionaires. This one's not for you if you got millions of dollars to blow on cryptocurrency. This is for the average everyday folk that works a 9 to 5 or works hard on their business and is trying to invest to make a lot more money down the road. Bitcoin Pro #1. Boom, scarcity, 21 million tokens, and that is it. Once that's done being mined, that's it. There's never any more. So the scarcity factor is going to always be there. The laws of supply and demand are really going to come into play when the demand's really high. The price of it is going to go up because of it. The halving comes into play. That's a pro as well. The halving happens about every 4 years, guys, which makes the price exponentially explode. This is what drives up the market traditionally. Institutions are buying. BlackRock is jumping in. Fidelity is jumping in. Massive names like Mark Cuban and Mr. Wonderful, Michael Saylor. All these big names are coming in and they are buying up as much Bitcoin as possible. That is a positive sign for Bitcoin because people feel like, it's safe. A lot of big companies that have billions of dollars are going to invest in it. Bitcoin is about as decentralized as you can possibly get it. It is just running because of how it was built. It will be mined in a certain fashion for a certain amount of years until it completely runs out, and then that's it. There is no more to be like, oh, let's just make some more. Let's, drop the circulating supply of it or burn some more tokens. It doesn't work like that. So it is going to stick around for a long time. We know that for a fact. It has withstood several bear markets. And another pro, you can safely store it. You can take Bitcoin and put it on any cold storage wallet, any hot wallet if you want. You can keep it on exchanges, which we do not recommend doing, of course. We have had issues with Voyager and other things like that. But you can store it, throw it in your closet on a hardware wallet, and you're good. All right, let's switch over to the cons of Bitcoin. Bitcoin itself, you're probably not going to get the massive 10, 20, 50x gains anymore from Bitcoin. The market cap has gotten too big to where big whales are scooping up a lot of them and they don't want volatility. Like the big institutions that are coming in are not going to hop into an asset that's extremely volatile. Like they want something to not lose money. They don't care about making 10, 15, 20x gains. We care about that. The poor people of the world, the people that want that generational wealth to build it, they don't care. They already got it. So that, I would say, is kind of a con. However, it's a little bit less volatile than some of your lower cap coins. Next con is it's expensive to buy one Bitcoin. Now, you don't need to buy one Bitcoin. You can buy $20 worth of Bitcoin. So it doesn't really matter. However, $23,000 to accumulate one of them, you should be looking right now to accumulate 1/10 of one, and then a half of one, and then 3/4 of one. If you can accumulate a half of a Bitcoin, you're going to be doing very, very well. If you can get an entire Bitcoin saved up somewhere, store it on a hardware wallet, and just sit and wait, I think you'll be sitting pretty good. Let's switch over to Ethereum. It's got some pros. #1 pro that we have to talk about right now. It's like all over the news. Everyone's talking about it. It is the merge. Proof of work to proof of stake is where they're transitioning to. Now, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. However, people are speculating that the Bitcoin halving is big. It runs up the market. It drives it up. This merge is going to be a 3 to 5x of typically what would happen with a Bitcoin halving, only with Ethereum. So it is potential to be absolutely massive, guys. This is going to be huge for the market. The issue is that it's been pushed back and delayed for several years now. So if it does happen this September, you're going to want to grab yourself some Ethereum because it's going to run up. Pro number 2, it's got utility. Like Bitcoin, you can buy and sell Bitcoin with Bitcoin. You can't really go to some places. I guess you can. You can use it for actual, exchanging of foods or services or whatever else. Ethereum, you can buy NFTs. There's lots to do on their platform. People are building different games and other things like that on Ethereum. Next up, it is cheaper to acquire one Ethereum. Like I said earlier, $1,700. Like, it's a lot of money, kind of right now to just slap on $1,700. But to get back to all-time highs is only a 3x. And we can definitely get there. With this merge coming up, with Ethereum building, Vitalik clearly knows what he's doing. He's been around for a long time. He's building. So that's something to consider, is that if you're going to put money into it, percentage-wise, if you put $100 into one or the other, you're going to accumulate more Ethereum relative to Bitcoin. Let's switch over to the cons of Ethereum. Not good, but the maximum supply, guess what it is? It doesn't have one. It doesn't have a maximum supply. Previously, miners were proof of work mining all of the Ethereum in the entire world that was going on all the time. They are transitioning over to proof of stake. What is that going to do with the max supply? Is it going to put a maximum supply on? Like whatever we have right now is going to be the max? We don't really know that answer as of right now. It's a good thing to consider, but it could fluctuate because a lot of Ethereum can be burned, a lot of Ethereum can be created. So we don't know exactly what that's going to do. That kind of takes out the law of supply and demand when you know exactly how much is there. Con number 2, and this is the last con for Ethereum. All it is that the market cap is significantly smaller than Bitcoin. So why is that a con? Well, there's a little bit more volatility to be had there. If you have a $10 trillion asset and someone dumps $1 billion, it's probably not going to move much. If you have a $450 billion asset and someone dumps $1 billion, that's going to impact the market a little bit. Like it's something that you have to consider. Now, Ethereum is reputable. It's been around for a long time. It survived several bear markets as well. So something to consider. However, it's just a little bit smaller market cap wise than Bitcoin is. All right, so what the hell does all this information mean, and what should you do with this information? First off, I'm not going to tell you what to do with this information because this is not financial advice. And if you made it this far in the video, maybe you got a chuckle or anything like that, make sure that you smash up the like button. We appreciate it here at the Crypto Boys. Subscribe while you're there, and we will give you the latest and greatest on all of the information in the crypto world. All right, so back to it. Me personally, 40% of my crypto portfolio is between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, in that 40%, I try to make about, right now, 75% of it in Ethereum, 25% of it in Bitcoin. I personally DCA into Bitcoin every other week. Just a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Every other week. I don't even think about it. It comes right out of my bank account. Ethereum, I like to buy in bigger chunks. Okay, so if the price goes down, I got a little extra cash laying around. Instead of just that $50 or $100 every other week, I'll actually scoop up maybe 200, 500, something like that, just to get a bigger chunk of Ethereum to try to accumulate as much as I possibly can right now. Again, if you want the bigger bang for your buck, Bitcoin is probably not going to do it for you. You need something a little bit lower cap like Ethereum that's going to give you bigger gains. So for right now, for me, not the millionaires of the world, I'm trying to buy as much Ethereum as possible. Hopefully, if you buy Ethereum, if the merge happens, if everything works out perfectly, maybe it runs up to, maybe not its all-time high, but it 2x's, almost 3x's, almost get to the new all-time high. Take your profits, take a little bit of that, dump it back into Bitcoin. That's my plan. That's what I'm going to do because long-term, Bitcoin is my play. Right now, Ethereum has potential to just explode because of the news. There's a lot of good stuff rolling around with Ethereum. I think it's something to consider. Last note I want to say is that anytime I put money into the market, it is what I'm expecting to keep in the market for at least 4 years. If you guys go in going, all right, I'm going to pull it out in 20 or 30 days, hopefully it's up by then, you're already losing. You have to consider the time of the market. A lot more time in the market is going to be more beneficial for you and for us and for everybody that plays in the crypto market. All right, well, hopefully that answered the question of should you buy Ethereum or should you buy Bitcoin right now? If you guys have other questions on it, drop comments below. You know know how we roll. We will always comment back to most of those comments if we can get to them. And as always, thanks for rocking with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube. We're out.